The biggest flaw in our society is that the rich keeps getting richer while the middle class and the poor keeps getting poorer. Now, when I come to the biotech and pharmaceutical industry, a similar gap exists. We call it the great salary divide, where the top-notch researcher is getting an average salary of around 5.5 crores, and that's in the neurodegenerative research side. In New York, I know many scientists who are getting this salary package. But now moving forward to researchers or young people who are just getting started with their career in the biotech industry, they are being offered 8,000 rupees salary after their masters in big pharma companies as a fresher. Now, why there is a gap? That we have to first understand. Now, that gap exists because we are jumping in without preparation. So suppose you want to jump into a river, right? So what do you need? You will need a lot of preparation. You will need a lot of safety gear. You will need a lot of practice, right? Because you are going to swim in a river. Same way, if you want to swim into the biotech and pharma industry, remember you might be starting at this salary, but that is where you have to go, right? So if you want to reach here, then this video is for you. If you want to be the number one researcher in the biotech sector, then this video is for you. If you want to achieve 100% scholarship under our newest scheme, then this video is for you. So let's get started without wasting much time and compare what has changed in between last year and this year. Because last year we came up with a similar story, but there was a difference, and that difference I would like to bring up here. So as you can see on your screen here, 2023, there was lesser awareness about a few fields, which is there now. Okay, now more awareness is there. Less funding was flowing into the biotech sector. We had just come out of COVID, and again the world was going back to normalcy, and of course more funding was flowing towards the other sectors, and there was less demand. But this year, thankfully, because of the revolution in the bio-IT sector, we are seeing more awareness, more funding, and more demand. Now let me come to each of them one by one, how the awareness is there. Because today we live in the internet era, anything happens will reach to you, right? So the moment we saw that bio-IT revolution is taking off in 2024, we started informing you all, and that is how we created awareness. So Biotecnika was a pioneer in creating awareness about the bio-IT revolution among all of you. The next is the funding. Now, who is funding these research? Now, 134% increase in bio-IT funding has been seen in this year, okay? And there is more demand because biotech companies are suffering from a slow problem. Everything is slow. They have to keep researching. It is slow. The pace of approvals, it is slow. The number of molecules in the pipeline, it is slow. So biotech companies, even though they could have achieved a lot of innovation, they're not able to. But thankfully, because of bio-IT revolution of 2024, which I'm proudly saying because Biotecnika was a pioneer to identify this, and I'm glad to tell you that at this juncture, 164 bio-IT projects in India we are running for foreign companies from Sweden and Norway and Netherlands, and of course from India also. So 2024 is a game changer year, and I want you to watch this video so that you can take the maximum benefit. Now another thing which is coming up, and we have seen WHO coming up and saying about the monkeypox. Winter is coming again. The monkeypox is coming again. The global pandemic which we saw in COVID, now WHO is very sensitive with that. So they have been constantly reminding countries about monkeypox. And this means more funding is again have started flowing into this virology and vaccine design also using bio-IT tools again, yes. So yes, that is already happening. Now, that is why, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm proud to announce the WISE Scholarship 2024, your pathway to success, in the remembrance of our very own scientist who found this double helical structure, Watson. We are going to celebrate his achievement under this scholarship, and of course, a lot of new facilities which we are launching for all of you. So welcome to Watson Impact Scholarship, WISE WISE Scholarship. So what exactly is the full form? So Watson Impact Scholarship for Excellence, that's what we call it. You can check more details on wise.biotechnica.org. Link is given in the description. Now, what is the kind of impact we want to create? Now, let me tell you this. 15 years ago, if I had told you this, that you can detect cancer 5 years before it starts, forming in your body, you'll be like, not possible. But today, thanks to AI ML, it is possible. Thanks to bioinformatics, it is possible. Thanks to all the imaging techniques we have, diagnostic tools we have, it is possible, right? So we are living in a better society, better era. And now we have to use all these tools to create a better impact. So for example, if I say that there is no vaccine or there is no medicine for dengue, but what if that can be created? What if we could do that right inside a computer in dry lab, all of that? So what Watson and Crick did to the molecular biology, you could be doing to the bio IT and molecular biology and various other research sectors. And that is why we are coming up with a Watson Impact Scholarship. Now, in this scholarship, we will have fixed training modules, research projects, and placement assistance and everything, which I'll be obviously talking about in detail later. But for now, let's talk about what is the kind of impact we can create with the society. We as individuals, we can create a lot of impact, and that's what impact actually is all about: investing in young minds for progress, advancement, and change through technology. So we are going to use technology to bring in the change in the young minds, which is all of you, and we will help you succeed in your career. Now, why the name Watson? Like I already told you, Watson and Crick discovered the double helical structure, DNA double helix, and we want to create Nobel Prize winners like Watson and Crick in our country and more in our world. And that is why we are coming up with this name, to respect him for his discovery, and at the same time encourage all of you to not just become a recipient of Watson Scholarship, but also achieve greater, grander things for your career, right? So that is what Watson Scholarship is all about. Now, we want to invest in young minds to help you progress and bring change in the society through the use of technology. And that's what impact is, what we mean to say, Watson Impact Scholarship of Excellence. Now, the aim of Watson Scholarship is to help you become a 360-degree researcher. So that's a peculiarity about our education system also. We always say that it is bad, but I'll tell you, even if you are in a hill station and suddenly it is all windy and weather is changing, because you have studied geography, you can understand it. Because you've studied civics, you can understand a lot of laws and policies. Because you've studied history, you can correlate to so many monuments, right? So we all are complete individuals, right? But in biotechnology, what happens is somebody becomes a microbiologist, somebody molecular biologist, somebody cell biologist, genetist. But what if you become a 360-degree researcher? What if you become the answer to that hunt which every company is looking for? If you become that person which every company is looking for, then you can get hired easily. And that is why I'm saying 360-degree researcher. Second, international exposure. We will bring in international scientists whom you will be talking to and will give you international exposure. And of course, a successful career in research and development. That is what is our aim. And that is why we are here to tell you that if you can aim it, we can help you achieve it, right? So that's all about the Watson Scholarship motto. Now, let's talk about the money aspect. So generally, all the scholarship is all about giving you some fellowship, right? Remember, this is not a fellowship, this is a scholarship. And there's a difference here. If I give you, say, 1 lakh rupees or $1 lakh, you'll end up spending it. But what if I give you skills worth 1 lakh rupees? You will be able to use it forever. And that's what I want to mention here. Money will get spent, but your skills and your applied knowledge will multiply. It will keep growing over a period of time. Today you will learn NGS, tomorrow you will learn MDS, the day after tomorrow you will learn some other technique and technology, and then you will become a 360-degree researcher. So that's what we are going to do. So, but of course, yes, there is a stipend for the top 4 students. There is stipend Don't worry about that. That we'll talk a little later. So now coming to what exactly is stopping the youth of today, which is you, and that is your self-doubt. Right now, your self-doubt is stopping you to achieve your dreams. I don't want your self-doubt to achieve your dreams. Yeah, at the age of 19, I started biotech. Right. Even I had self-doubt the way you had. At the age of 25, Dr. Kiran Majumdar Shah started Biocon. Right. At the age of 25, she also had that self-doubt which you are having. But if you do not get started today, then your dreams will never come true of becoming a 360-degree researcher. And that is why Watson Scholarship is going to be the number one answer to all your problems which you are facing today. Now, the reason you pursued your science degree is not just to create an impact on the society, but also to earn money. So you created, you pursued science to succeed, to get high-paying jobs, to pursue your PhD from top labs, and then, of course, future-proof yourself. And Watson Scholarship is here to deliver all of this to you. You didn't pursue science just to create an impact, but you pursued science to create an impact, also earn a lot of money, and, of course, support your family. And what if all of that can be created right here under one platform, under this scholarship? Now, your success recipe is going to be three things. Number one, we'll be using technology. So that means you don't have to come down to Bangalore. You can do this scholarship. You can achieve all the programs under this scholarship. You can pursue online itself. The second is we will help you enhance your strategy. We will make you understand how to apply, which jobs to apply, how can you get a job faster and get placed. And the third one, we will put in effort and time investment. We will do the teamwork along with you, and we will help you reverse engineer successful people. So if you see success has a recipe and smart students are reverse engineering it, you can do so by enrolling into the scholarship. Now, before you jump to any part of this video, remember this scholarship is open for a limited period of time. So if you miss to apply, you cannot apply, right? So this is going to open today and it will end in the next 10 days time. So you have to apply faster. Now, coming to the next thing, I want to tell you a story of a chief scientific officer. So he was like the first picture. So he had a lot of potential, but nobody was hiring him. But he took help of Biotechnica, we groomed him, and now he is a chief scientific officer. This is a 10-year-old story actually. So today he is a chief scientific officer and he's heading the business development side. Also, he's earning a lot of money. And that is how you can also channelize. Start with a scientific researcher and slowly move on to the top, to the CEO level, right? And that's where Biotechnica's Watson Scholarship comes into picture. But now the law of failure. So I cannot give you a law of success for sure, but definitely I can tell you the law of failure. And that is number one, losing motivation midway. You know that success fatigue or the work fatigue that, oh, I have tried everything and nothing is working. That fatigue does not allow you to move forward. That's the number one. That you should not allow. The second, listening to people who are not having experience. Now, people who don't have experience, they'll just go and comment, there is no scope, no future. Have you tried enough? Have you tried? Have you gone to Bangalore? Have you gone to Hyderabad? Have you gone to all these companies and spoken to the CEOs? Have you tried some new strategies? Yes, that is where. So don't speak to inexperienced people. The third is becoming a victim of self-doubt. And the fourth is not trying enough. Have you tried enough? If the answer is no, then you must keep trying and applying. And that is where Biotechnica's Watson Scholarship comes into picture. Now, let's quickly, without wasting much of our time, look at what is the success recipe we can create. So knowledge and skills, that's the 30% you need. Degree and entrance exams, another 10%. Networking, recommendation and references, that's another 20%. Practical exposure, hands-on training, that's another 15%. Creativity and innovation and collaborative research. This is how you can become a 360-degree researcher. Actually, I will be making a separate video only for this slide because this has so much more to be told. But quickly, I'm just trying to give you a brief. If you want to become a 360-degree researcher, then you need to have all of this, right? And that's what Watson Scholarship is targeting. So now let's look at what can happen if you do not apply for WISE and do not take the WISE scholarship. So you can remain jobless, you can keep trying and you are struggling, or you get WISE, you get a job, you get scholarship through WISE, you work on all our programs and then you learn. That's what WISE scholarship will do to you. Now coming to our success recipe. So we take your talent, which is the fire, which is the raw talent, right? Then we put the mentorship, which we are going to provide through Watson Scholarship. Then, of course, we will follow a recipe, we'll follow a procedure, and then finally, 360-degree researcher will come into picture, that like you can see in this slide. So now that we are ready, let's jump in. What are the facilities you can get under Watson Impact Scholarship? What are the things included in Watson Impact Scholarship? So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm so proud to tell you that first time in India, we are helping you land into the international gold standard of research career. We are going to implement this, and how we're going to do this, I'm about to show you. Now, the top 4 students who qualify in our interview process will get stipend also. Now, they can go for the bioinformatics internship. They'll be getting 10,000 rupees stipend, and they'll get to work in a Sweden-based company's project right here in Biotechnica, Bangalore. Or they will be able to go for the scientific writing internship. So 2 people will get into bioinformatics, 2 into scientific writing. Total 4 people will get stipend also. And of course, so this is only for the top 4. Now, remaining people, what exactly you will get? So you will be getting coaching if in case you're preparing for any of these exams. So you can take coaching for SANET, GATE, ICMR, JRF, DBT, BET, CVT, IIT JAM, and of course GATB. So any of these exams, if you are preparing for, you can take up coaching for the same. And who will be teaching you? We have 14 plus most experienced faculties who will be available 24/7 through the Biotechnica campus app, as well as daily live classes will be there. So they will be guiding you under the leadership of Dr. Neha Suman ma'am and all these faculties who are going to train you on these entrance exams. Now, what all things they will be using? They'll be using study tools to train you. And one of the examples is here. So this is just an animation. So I'm going to play an animation for you. So these kind of animations, videos we'll be using to teach you, train you, so that you understand, okay, how exactly to visualize and memorize the concepts and study, and you will be able to remember better for a longer duration. Let's see the animation.
The outermost boundary of an animal cell is the plasma membrane. Being basically a phospholipid bilayer, it is essentially impermeable to water, ions, and most of the water-soluble molecules. Yet the transportation of these molecules does occur by certain means. Hence, plasma membrane is preferably referred to as selectively permeable. This selective permeability is the major driving force behind the consistency of the internal cellular environment. Movement of molecules across this selectively permeable membrane might occur by diffusion based on the concentration gradient. Diffusion does not require energy. It occurs passively. The important requirement is that the substance to be transported must be present at higher concentration on one side of the membrane than the other, and the membrane must be permeable to the substance. A membrane may be permeable to a given solute either 1. Because that solute can pass directly through the lipid bilayer, or 2. Because that solute can transverse an aqueous pore that spans the membrane. There is one more possibility by which a substance can cross the membrane, by first binding to a specific membrane protein and then diffusing across. This third type of diffusion is known as facilitated diffusion, and the transporter protein is known as facilitative transporter. These transporters work in a unique manner, which is similar in many ways to an enzyme catalyzed reaction. Upon binding with substrate on one side of the membrane, it undergoes conformational change to another form which releases the bound substrate on the other side of the membrane. One of the best examples of facilitated diffusion is movement of glucose. Glucose, being a polar molecule, fails to diffuse across the plasma membrane. So, the glucose transport requires glut transporters. Glucose transport in the erythrocyte can be carried out through the following steps. 1. Glucose in blood plasma binds to the stereospecific site on T1, lowers the activation energy. 2. A conformational change from glucose out T1 to glucose in T2, affecting the transmembrane passage of the glucose. 3. Glucose is released from T2 into the cytoplasm. 4. Transporter returns to the T1 conformation ready to transport another glucose molecule. There are 12 different isoforms of GLUT transporters. GLUT1 to GLUT12. All these isoforms are quite similar and all transport sugars. Nonetheless, their different expression in various cell types and isoform-specific functional properties enable different body cells to regulate glucose metabolism independently and at the same time maintain a constant concentration of glucose in the blood.
All right, so that was one of the animations from Animatica Zone. We also will be providing you concept revision tools for your entrance exam, which is concept notes, Conceptica flowchart book. All the samples are given in the description. You can check it out. Concept mind maps, concept cloud, concept wheel. So all these are revision tools which will help you prepare better for CSIR NET exam. Now, followed by that, I can show you the samples right here because in case you want to see. So this is an example of our concept notes, how it looks like. It is designed scientifically in a colorful manner, and you will be able to study online using these tools. Now, followed by that, as you can see here at my back, this is concept mind map. So there will be a central idea connected to that. There will be the concept. So it will be easy to visualize and memorize better for your CSIR NET and GATE exam. Now, this is something like comparison. So just like how you compare Android to iPhone, same way you can compare the concepts like glycogenolysis, glycogenesis. So because biosciences has a lot of comparison, so you can compare all of that and study. So this is again another tool which we'll be giving you for your CSIR NET and GATE preparation. Now this is another tool which we have. It is called as Concept Cloud, where we have all the words and you can just looking at the words and trying to recall, you can recall faster. This is a memory recall tool which we use at Biotechnic, and a lot of students are given a lot of good feedback about this. Next we have is a concept wheel. So there will be a central idea followed by all the features of that particular concept. So this will again help you memorize, just like mind map, but colorful and different approach, right? So this is all about CSIR NET. Now we will have the smart mock test every Sunday and Monday. It is AI powered and special focus on part C question. 5,000 plus part C questions are available for you to practice and personalized feedback by teachers. So this is where it will help you prepare better for your CSIR NET and GATE exams. Again, now we will have a smart revision bot which will you can chat with the bot and you can get your preparation done. So that is also included in this scholarship. Now moving ahead, we are also providing you 4 to 5 internships, as you can see, including hands-on and projects. So AI/ML in biology internship, then bioinformatics global tools and training internship. Then you have coding for biologist internship plus project. And then you have the molecular biology techniques internship. So all these is available for all of you to pick, but it depends on the slot, which slot you get. So if you apply early, you might get a better slot because we have 4 to 5 slots, which I'll be sharing you shortly. So this is the internship. Now you will be trained under 6 scientists. 4 of them, I could get the photo here. The rest was not fitting in here. So we have Dr. Nilofer, Dr. Dolly, Mr. Prudyot and Dr. Ilamati. Now if you see Dr. Nilofer is a MIT return scientist. Dr. Dolly is a DRDO, ex-DRDO scientist. Dr. Prudyot is from DTU. And then Dr. Ilamati is one of the top-notch scientists in Biotechnica. She has been with us for the last 10 years now. So these scientists are going to train you on the previous internships which I showed you. So these are the bio-IT internships you will get. And the last one is a molecular biology techniques internship, which the hands-on will happen in IISc incubated lab. And that also you can get if you go for the Watson scholarship. Now remember, depends on the slot, what facilities you may get, may not get. So you have to apply fast. Now you will also get 4 certification courses, which will help you. So you can choose which 4 certification courses which you want, and you can avail them and study and get the certifications. You will get 24 workshops in the next 12 months. Every month, 2 workshops will be conducted, and that worth rupees 9,000 will be provided to all of you. Now, followed by that, we will also be sending you to the IISc and JNU incubated lab, where you can do your hands-on training on molecular biology techniques, but only to selected students, not to everybody. Let me be very clear with that. Now, we will have a mentorship session every month. So you will have all these mentors, right? So all these mentors will be training you, guiding you on how exactly you should strategize your global career and research. And all of these, by the way, are scientists in Pfizer, Novartis, Illumina, all these big companies, right? So they are working in foreign biotech labs, research companies, and government labs across the globe, and they will be mentoring you, guiding you with their experience and with their expertise, right? Now, why exactly we are including this international exposure is because, remember, we are not here to say that India is best or West is best. We are here to say that you have to become the best. And that is why we will bring in all these people who are the best to guide you so that you become the best, right? What else? So we are also going to have paper publications. So some students will also get this opportunity. And if you are able to publish paper, then you will be able to get that 10,000 rupees reward also if you are publishing a paper with us in a Scopus Index journal. All the meritorious students will be getting, not all of them, but all the meritorious students who participate actively will be getting recommendation letters also from Biotechnica's expert. Now, followed by that, you will also be provided with 3 industry references. So only to select students again, if you are actively participating in the scholarship, then only 3 relevant industry references will be provided so that you can get jobs faster, right? CV and resume designing will be provided by our team so that you can beat the applicant tracking system and get selected faster. Study material hard copy. In some select cases, we will provide you the hard copy also. So please check with the team before you activate the scholarship if you want the hard copy also. Okay. Now coming to our scholarship, there is 100% scholarship available. Apart from that, 80%, 50% and 25% scholarship available. All the details are given in the description. Please apply fast because this application closes in the next 10 days. So if we are starting today, so next 10 days time, we are going to close the applications, right? Last year, we got 35,000 plus applications for Watson Scholarship. And we selected only 15. So you can imagine how much is the competition. So do not delay, quickly apply. Okay. You're going to get all these facilities and become a bio IT champion, artificial intelligence and machine learning champion, a molecular biologist, a cell biologist, whatever is your choice, you can become that. And of course, you can also prepare for your PhD and qualify CSIR. So today you have 2 choices. One choice is to cry that there is a bio IT revolution and you are missing out, or to ride the bio IT wave. What do you choose? Let me know in the comment section. So quickly guys, apply for the Watson Impact Scholarship. The website is wise.biotechnica.org. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon in the next one. Until then, keep shining. Take care. Bye-bye.